This is TreeTownSound with Matthew Altruda on Ann Arbor's 107.1.
Like speeding out of a, I don't want to say gun, like out of a tunnel that a train's coming through really fast. That's how fired up I am for TreeTownSound today. This is your host, Matthew Altruda, live in studio like I always am every Sunday on Ann Arbor's 107.1. Man, it's hard to believe that this summer's already over. It's crazy to think there's only 3 more Sonic Lunches left. And one of my favorite Sonic Lunch artists and Michigan artists over the years is live in studio today. Joe Hurtler from Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers. Really one of my favorites. His latest album, which was released in August of last year. I mean, if you've been listening to this radio show, then you know the truth. I mean, the truth is out there. I've played 11 of the songs on this radio show. I've never done that for any album ever. I'm fired up to hear what Joe's up to. I've been following him on socials over this last period since he's been on this show, and we have some really interesting questions for him. Ones that he is not prepared for, ones that you would only get when you're on TreeTownSound. So Joe is performing with his band, the Rainbow Seekers, at Bank of Ann Arbor Sonic Lunch this Thursday. The Rebels Eve is opening up at 11:30 a.m., and then it's Antoine Stanley from Wolfpack with Andrew Horowitz of Tally Hall. I mean, that's going to be monumental, to say the least. And then closing it out is Grand Rapids' very own The Crane Wives with Anna Ash. So it's going to be a crazy last 3 Sonic Lunches. It's free. It's in Liberty Plaza, brought to you by the Bank of Ann Arbor and Ann Arbor's 107.1. So get your dancing shoes ready for this Thursday especially. So Joe's in studio. I'm not letting him talk yet. You know how this goes. Bring this artist in studio. Don't let him talk till after the first set of songs. But man, I am excited. We're going to do one that is Joe's latest release. And this one was filmed, the music video, in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It was released April 19th. And this is this song should be on every radio station everywhere in the world. And it makes me feel so good with so many artists writing songs about sadness. And don't get me wrong, Joe writes a lot of songs about being sad, or not sleeping. I mean, that's just the way it is. This one, though, it's about, digging in and trying hard and turning this train around regardless of where you're at in life while you're dancing. It's absolutely unbelievable. This is Turn This Train Around by Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers.
You want happy, you want sad, you want angry, you want...
Probably like you're trying to climb a mountain and it's so far away.
Just despair.
Despair.
I rolled up to the party, got the flavor that I need. Oh Lord, amen. I was caught up in the past, but you tore it out of me. Oh Lord, thank God. What I'm trying to say is, baby, I was broken and learning how to bleed. Oh Lord, amen. I'm trying to think. It was so overwhelming, babe, I couldn't even speak. Oh Lord, amen. Hey, turn this train around. Where did I go? A deep dark pool in a deep dark hole. But it seems the time has come. Life is moving on. God, where did I go? A deep dark pool in a deep dark hole. But it seems the time has come. Life is moving on. Everybody started rolling, baby, flavor of the week. Oh Lord, amen. You got this train on. I was mistaken when you let your eyes on me. I appreciate your patience with my anxiety. Oh Lord, amen. I'm trying to make it seems you had me caught up, babe, but then you set me free. signatures will fade. Though the world is getting warmer, don't forget to feel the breeze. Life is surely fleeting, it has moments you should seize. Good God, where did I go? A deep dark pool in a deep dark hole. But it seems the time has come, life is moving on. Good God, where did I go? A deep dark pool in a deep dark hole. But it seems the time has come.
What the f? Hey.
Local music, Treetown Sound on Ann Arbor's 1071.
I fell in love again. All things go, all things go. Drove to Chicago. All things know, all things know. We sold our clothes to the state. I don't mind, I don't mind. I made a lot of mistakes in my mind, in my mind. You came to take us. All things go, all things go. To recreate us. All things grow, all things grow. We had a mindset. All things know, all things know. You had to find it. All things go, all things go. I drove to New York in a van with my friend. We slept in parking lots. I don't mind, I don't mind. I was in love with the place. In my mind, in my mind. I made a lot of mistakes. In my mind, in my mind. You came to take us. All things go, all things go. To recreate us. All things grow, all things grow. We had a mindset. All things know, all things know.
When you think of Michigan bands covering Michigan artists, you have to think Sufjan Stevens at the top of the list. Chicago truly is, in my opinion, one of the most epic songs to ever come out of Michigan music. And yes, I know Aretha and everyone else, and no disrespect to all the legends out there, but Chicago has a place in my heart for that. And for Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers to tackle such an iconic song. I mean, it's just so difficult to do that and to give it justice. And man, that just knocks it out of the park. An absolutely brilliant cover by Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers of Chicago by Sufjan Stevens off the 2005 Illinois album. Starting off the hour was Turn This Train Around, which is Joe's latest single, his album Pursuit of Wonder, full-length album, absolute masterpiece. I've played 11 of the tracks on this show. It was released August 4th, 2023. So, Joe, welcome to TreeTownSound and happy anniversary.
Thanks, man. And thank you for having me on the show.
How does it feel to have a one-year anniversary of Pursuit of Wonder? Does it feel like it's been a month?
I feel like I have no conception of time. I think you had actually mentioned a few weeks ago that the 1 year anniversary was coming up, and I was just like, oh my God. It feels like it was a really long time ago, and it feels like it was yesterday.
Right? And the album is, I mean, still starting to take off. You're about to still tour on this album. I looked at your tour dates. They're absolutely hilarious.
We're going hard.
You're going hard. I mean, Phoenix, LA, Boston, New York City, Nashville, basically every city, Atlanta. If you're listening to the show from someplace other than Ann Arbor, then you can see Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers. He's within an hour of every place.
Yeah.
Even Utah, even Arkansas. And of course, there's a Michigan. Why are you laughing about Arkansas?
No, I'm thinking about this tour and how long it is and how we were just like, whatever, let's go everywhere. Let's say yes to everything.
It's go time.
Yeah, it is.
It is. The album's brilliant. The band needs to get on the road. You just got off a huge tour with Mark Broussard, which I'm sure was incredible.
That was a big part of going hard for this tour as well, because that tour went particularly well as far as support tours go, and we wanted to follow up with something strong.
Was that the greatest support tour ever?
I think they're all different in different ways. Each artist kind of has their own genre of music listeners, people who are sensitive to different forms of music, different instruments,
True.
I do think that of all the tours that we've done, we've probably had the best response overall.
Totally. And obviously, it was probably the best the band has ever been with the best music, because every album you put out is better than the album before.
Thank you.
And no one else does that. Literally no one. Pearl Jam, no. Led Zeppelin, no. I mean, it's amazing to find artists that, I mean, let's face it, you're 15 years into this now?
Yeah.
I mean, and you're still just putting out incredible music. And I know how prolific of a songwriter you are, and you make dance music and don't what percentage of the music you make do you release?
Probably 1%, honestly. I did a solo acoustic show in Traverse City, and part of the show is I thought it'd be a good idea to show people like the sessions, open up Ableton and actually show them the music, at least as far as like I had worked on it before handing it off to the band or someone else to finish it up. But one of the things I kind of stumbled upon while doing it was just like it's my bounces folder. So like anytime you export a piece of music from recording software, I mean, I've had this computer for 3 years and there was like over 1,000 bounces, and I tend to clean it up too. Like I'll delete stuff when, if like older copies of music, if I've updated it all. It was wild. I was just like, oh my God, I've spent a long time doing this.
Are you thinking about bringing any of that out?
I always want to. There's so many steps to actually releasing music. I think what ultimately ends up getting released is the stuff that I'm most excited about.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. Mm-hmm. Have you ever thought about creating like an alter ego or something else that is you but not you, but you put out your music so like fans discover it on like a deep dive?
I know one day I want to just release everything.
Yeah.
Maybe when I retire from touring, just like create a website where people can just go like dig. It's all like catalog too, all of this stuff. Not all of it's finished. Mac DeMarco kind of did that. Released like like a 90 song record, most of which were just kind of like crusty demos. But, you know, for people who are really into the tunes, I know if like some of my favorite artists did that, I would be really stoked to dig.
So you were going to do
projects eventually, yeah. I started that Yo-Yo Mango thing. I just didn't really have time to like follow through with it. I was like making all this content for it and stuff, and I was like, I don't have time to make more content.
No, it's true. Who would be your favorite artist to actually do that? To release the old archive?
Honestly, someone like Sufjan.
Yeah.
You know he's sitting on just like
gold,
all of it. Yeah,
yeah. The pain. Just think of how all of us could just cry if Sufjan put out all of that. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, one of mine would be you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and another one would be like Junior. Yeah, and like Tally Hall. They're sitting on so much junk that they haven't put out there.
That's how it goes, though. You know, just music. The songs you start, a lot of times they feed into each other. So where one might kind of stall out or you stop working on it, it tends to make it into the next song and then the next one. And eventually you've got like 7 to 10 of these like kind of half completed ideas, but it becomes one song. You know, it might be a totally different key. A lot of times for me, it's like the conceptual ideas, like lyrically, they tend to feed into each other, and or just whatever instrument I'm really excited about.
Do you ever write the lyrics first?
I write the concepts first. I mean, it all depends. It's totally random, it seems. But I journal obsessively. I read every night. I take notes constantly, and those kind of form the lyrical foundation. But sometimes you just write a song, and it's like I don't even look at any of the notes. It's just like new. So lyrics come out of the moment. So
you're obviously going on tour for like months. You're on a year after your new album. You're probably working on your next album because you never stop working on music. Yeah. Have you thought about a timeline for the next album?
We want to start recording this winter, but there's a big part of me too. With the current band makeup, our practices have been really fun, and we keep coming up with just these like cool little ideas. And we've been trying to like just get cell phone recordings of that. There's like a little part of me that just wants to like can all the stuff that I've been working on. I mean, I'm sure we'll use some of it, but really like writing a full band record is something I've been like, that idea seems exciting.
Yeah, at the moment. Does. Live album?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're almost done with it. Actually, the mixes are done. So now I just have to edit it. I have to edit all the video. But yeah, the live record's recorded. I think we need to just pay I think to get the masters, we gotta pay for those still. But the music's done, actually. So I think that will probably come out like sometime in the spring next year.
Okay, that's great to hear.
Kind of depends on how long it takes me to edit it, which I don't think it's going to take that long.
How many songs?
I think it's 18.
Nice.
18 or 19. I think there's like 20 in total, but I think a couple of them.
And does it have the old hits on it too, like Old Love or Jet Ski or any of those songs?
We treated it as like a greatest hits type of thing. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of how I pitched it. But more so in the sense of like, what's our best live work? Great. So that when we put the set list together, that was kind of the focus of it.
Yeah, because no one really understands your shows until you go to one. Like the decorations on the stage, the giant flowers, the inflatable rainbows. When you go to your show, it's something bigger than just seeing a band, and the energy's off the chain, if you will. It's really great. Joe, you are a showman. As much as you hate that, and maybe you don't have the greatest dance moves ever,
no,
but
I definitely don't.
They're definitely good. I definitely like it. You have your own style, and it works. I absolutely love it. All right, we're going to do another song off of we haven't done one off your brand new album, off of Pursuit of Wonder. And this song, What I Want, in some ways, in my opinion, was the single of the album.
It was. It's actually become like, we really struggled to play it live too. I don't know why. It just took a really long time for it to like start smacking live. There was a while where I thought, it's a single. We just never really figured out how to play it. It's hard to sing. I think that was a big part of it too. But the last like 2 months, it's been like, we've been closing out shows with it.
Good.
It's just
slamming.
Fun to play live.
Over 1 million streams on Spotify alone.
Well. And shout outs to Mystery Skulls, my buddy Lou, who we wrote that together, and it was a fun project.
Man, it's a banger. We're going to do it now on TreeTownSound. You can see Joe Hurtler in the Rainbow Seekers this Thursday for free at Bank of Ann Arbor Sonic Lunch. The Rebels Eve are opening up at 11:30 a.m. This is the single from the new album, Pursuit of Wonder. This is What I Want. Absolute banger. That is What I Want off the brand new album Pursuit of Wonder by Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers. They're performing live this Thursday at Bank of Ann Arbor Sonic Lunch. And thank you for Bank of Ann Arbor for sponsoring TreeTownSound. Also, Orion Automotive Services. They've been loving cars since 1994, providing automobile maintenance and repair services for European, domestic, and Asian vehicles. You obviously made a big investment on your car. You got to take care of it. Go see Rich at Orion. And if you're having car problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but Rich ain't one. Go see Rich at Orion, conveniently located right off Jackson Road on Parkland Plaza, across the street from the BMW dealership, OrionA2.com. When we come back from this break, I'm going to be playing another Joe Hurtler song. And this one I played a couple weeks ago, but I don't care because this is my radio show and I love it and I want to feature some music. So that's how we're going to roll on TreeTownSound. Some more music right after this. Ross.
Get the low-rate credit card from BECU and get ahead of your financial goals. If you want to pay down debt and take advantage of a low APR, the low-rate credit card helps you do both. With no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and low interest rates. Take control of your finances at becu.org/low-rate credit card. Membership required. Restrictions apply. BECU's credit card rates in effect as of January 1st, 2024 range from 13.24% to 25.24% variable APR. Call 844-BECU-LOAN for details about rates and terms. BECU. Power in people.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. What are your self-care non-negotiables? It's hard to make time for the things that keep you healthy, but being consistent with self-care is like working a muscle. And when life gets crazy, that muscle keeps you strong. Therapy is the ultimate self-care, and BetterHelp makes it easy to get started with affordable online sessions you can do from anywhere. Never skip therapy day with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp, HELP.com/tunes today to get 10% off your first month.
This is the sound of a typical cage-free barn. Thousands of hens confined indoors forever. But at Happy Egg, our hens enjoy over 8 acres of outdoor sunshine every day. They roam, they forage, they thrive in the open air. Because at Happy Egg, happy hens lay happy eggs. Happy Egg. Visit happyegg.com/offer to get $2 off your first carton.
Happy Egg. There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password.
Or you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year. Go to lifelock.com/aware.
Bickford Ford is celebrating 90 years of business in Snohomish, Washington. When they opened their doors in 1934, things looked a little different, but their commitment to the community and their customers hasn't changed a bit. So when you're in the market for a new vehicle, electric, gas, or something in between, start at the place you can trust. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership, Bickford Ford. On Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or at bickford.net. #1 claim according to Total New Ford Retail Sales Report for 2023.
Get the low-rate credit card from BECU and get ahead of your financial goals. If you want to pay down debt and take advantage of a low APR, the low-rate credit card helps you do both. With no annual fee, no balance transfer fee, and low interest rates. Take control of your finances at becu.org/low-rate credit card. Membership required. Restrictions apply. BECU's credit card rates in effect as of January 1st, 2024 range from 13.24% to 25.24% variable APR. Call 844-BECU-LOAN for details about rates and terms. BECU. Power in people.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Head to Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance and save up to 30% on select Tempur-Pedic clearance beds. Plus, get a $300 gift, all with free and fast delivery. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Spin your passion into a business with Shopify and break sales records with the world's best converting checkout. Let's hear that one more time. The world's best converting checkout. Shopify's legendary checkout makes it easier for customers to shop on your website, across social media, and everywhere in between. Now that's music to your ears. Any way you spin it, you can be a smash hit with Shopify. Start your $1 a month trial today at shopify.com/records.
This is Treetown Sound on Ann Arbor's 107.1.
Suffocating in the colors for sale without a rudder. I'm looking back. Oh, I needed the rush. I needed to touch. And I lost track. And in my head, I try to leave. Mark out the path. Will I find peace if I let go? Burn, wait around. seems that I've been left behind. Yet I'm the one beneath the lights. Bleacher seatless, everyone is on their feet tonight. I have failed before, and I will fail again. I'll spend my soul playing catch up with the wind. Buried in the dust is where we all will end. Every time I die, yeah, I'll be born again. I'll be born again, yeah. Born again, yeah.
Just absolutely love that song. That is again off the brand new album Pursuit of Wonder by Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers. Joe's at live in studio with me. He's performing at Bank of Ann Arbor Sonic Lunch this Thursday. And I'm not Joe Stradamus. I'm not someone who can call the future, but waiting at the starting line, feeling like I'm left behind. Did I screw that up?
No, that's right.
True. And like I said, I'm not Joe Stradamus, but is it weird that you wrote that song and then had your mishap with the Detroit Marathon? Do people know about the Detroit Marathon? Did you ever go public with that?
I made a post about it.
You made a post about it?
I actually think it might have been like the most popular like photo post I ever made on Instagram by like metrics.
It was one of the, you could tell the story, but you ran in the Detroit Marathon and you trained for it and you did everything you could. And then you showed up on race day at like 6 a.m. And then what happened?
I'll try to tell it as quickly as possible. I was like pretty new to running and was just gung-ho about it. If you've ever gotten into running, it can be kind of addictive. But I was really, really excited, kind of like a life achievement type thing. And I didn't know that there was... So I signed up. Actually, I bought the insurance. I got like a hoodie. It was probably like $300. It's expensive.
Yeah.
And I was gonna do the run with my best friend. And the night before, at like 7:30, he calls me up. He's like, "Hey, dude, I think we have to like go pick up a packet in order to be able to race tomorrow night." Which I was like, "There's no way," because I had done other smaller races, and you pay, do all the stuff, and then you show up and run. It's like, why would they make people drive to Detroit, pick up a packet so they just can come back at 5:30 the next morning? He was like, "Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I'm heading there right now." It closed at 7. I think he got there at like 2 minutes before the registration ended. Anyways, I show up in the morning and I can't figure out how to get my bib. Like I didn't have any of the stuff I needed to race officially, because you cross the border too. You go into Canada, so there's a bunch of stuff involved with that. If you don't have your bib with its little thing, you can't actually race. And I slowly like collected this group of like sad people, and we were all panicked. We couldn't figure out how to register. And eventually, after probably like an hour and a half of walking around looking for anyone to help, which there was no one. Like we went to every spot. Someone finally on their website was able to like dig through it and find the spot where it was like, you have to show up the day before to pick up your packet. And I wept. It was like so sad. And to see everyone just going off the finish line.
Yeah.
And obviously like, 6 months prior, I had written and recorded that song, and it was fitting.
Does that make you want to write songs about other things that can come true?
I should probably consider that when I'm writing, though. Manifestation.
You might. What are the chances that you went to a finish line and you were left behind?
Yeah. Pretty silly.
It's pretty silly. And are you playing again live with your sets?
Yeah, we have been. I don't know if we're going to play it on... We should. It's actually been sounding good, too. That was another song where we really struggled to play it live. It just wasn't hitting. And then Caleb we spent like 3 hours trying to decode what Caleb was trying to articulate in a practice specifically related to that song. And it wasn't so much exactly what he said and how he implemented it. It was like all of our attempts at kind of trying to like figure out what he wanted. made it work. And it's been like one of our, like on this last little tour, it was like my favorite song of the night on multiple occasions.
Keep the bangers banging.
So yeah, it was fun. That's how it goes too, you know?
Well, maybe you should write the set list.
No, that's Micah's job. I don't want to write the set list. He does a good job with it.
He does. But Micah, if you're listening, you got to put Again in there. At least a couple times, right?
Yeah. We have a ton of music, so we cycle stuff out.
No, it's true.
But we've been, especially as of recent, have really been mixing it up. I mean, we're pulling from a pool of like 24 to 28 like rehearsed songs.
How many are covers? Are you bringing any covers out
like
this
one
tour?
Or two. I think we're going to do one cover for Sonic Lunch at least. I'm not totally sure.
Well, don't say what it is. Is it the song you've been working on that no one knows about?
No.
Not that cover?
No.
Not in reference to the tweet you did?
No.
I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to let the TreeTownSound fans know that you're recording a Tally Hall cover.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I am working on a Tally Hall cover. I kind of started it right before a tour and then forgot to pick up on it. But yeah, I'm going to do a Tally Hall song. I'm not going to tell you which one it is.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't say it. I don't even know which
hard.
one.
It's like, I kind of was like, it's been challenging. I mean, their music is deceptively simple, but it's actually not. It's wildly musical and complex and dynamic, and there's like this push pull to a lot of it that it's hard to just casually emulate. But I have become a better bassist in trying to put this cover together.
Nice. Well, that's great. Well, hopefully you can tell Ross about it in 11 days.
Yeah, I need to get him to drum on it. That would be sick.
That would be sick.
Because the drums have been difficult to program manually because I'm not actually a drummer. So.
But you are a drummer.
Yeah, in my heart.
I mean, no one even knows you're a bass player.
No.
You're like Sting.
I feel like my bandmates have never even seen me play bass. It's kind of funny.
They should. One of these days, you're going to play bass in the band.
I'd love to. Actually, I did. We did it at the Pig once. We did a cover. It wasn't me by Shaggy because Jason did the rap
I was
part.
there for that.
Yeah, that was like one of my favorite covers of all time.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Are you bringing out Chicago at all?
No, I would love to. I'd love to learn it.
At least in Chicago.
What was that?
At least in Chicago, play Chicago.
No, I thought when we originally were covering it because we learned it for our New Year's Eve like 2000s music cover show, and I thought it went really good. But I think some of the guys weren't as stoked on it compared to some of the other covers, so it just never got like put into regular rotation.
And I know that I always tell you like Burning Down the House was one of my favorite covers, and you guys only played it once.
Yeah, we did only play it once. That was an awesome cover too. I remember when Ricky was like, we play this once. He hated to play 4 on the floor,
Yeah. Well, the good news is your originals are better for the most part. I mean, just play your originals because literally that's why people are buying tickets.
Yeah.
They want to see the original songs, and man, the albums are just absolutely incredible. I'm talking to Joe Hurtler of Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers live in studio here on TreeTownSound, Ann Arbor's 107.1. He's performing at Sonic Lunch this week. We're talking about all his albums, and mostly the new one, obviously. And Joe, this next song, Last Ovation, which I'm going to play on this show, the music video is incredible. But, I mean, I think it kind of takes all the songs on the album and kind of just brings them all into focus. Because the album is about discovery. It is about hope. It is about chaos. It is about late nights, staying awake all night. But it also is like figuring out what you want, but also spinning around. It kind of, the Last Ovation kind of like brings it all together because collectively you are setting yourself up to eventually walk away.
Yeah,
because everyone does.
Yeah.
But what you're doing right now defines when you walk away. So it's like present, even though it's not.
Totally.
And can you give me like some insight about the Last Ovation and what you were thinking? Is it like a retrospective of yourself, or is it just truly a race car song?
Yeah, I think there's generally for like those concept pieces, there's like a couple layers to it. Like at the core of it, I have to admit, usually they're about like my own worries and my own, in this case, my own sense of identity and how that has changed and how I'll have to let go of some things at a certain point. But the idea really kind of started from just like this nebulous Formula One story of this guy named Francois Sever, who's like this really like, exciting up and coming driver. Back in the 70s, he was like the protege of Jackie Stewart. And I mean, really the story in his sense was that he was, he passed away suddenly and it was really sad. But it was also there was this handing of the torch from Jackie Stewart, who's like one of the goats of motorsport, kind of handing the torch to this younger driver, his teammate, which is not a very common thing. Mm-hmm. And just sports in general, it's like, I think with sports, you have such a short career. Even if you're great, you still only get 10, 15 years at like most sports. And, my parents were retiring and I watched them retire and then go back to work and retire again and go back to work. The reality is it's like nothing's sacred. You have to let go of your own, of pieces of your own identity. And I think when what you do is like, when it colors every other aspect of your life, in my case, music's integrated to everything in my life, inevitably I'll have to set it down or, walk off stage for the last time because, music moves faster than all of us and it will leave each and every one of us behind at some point. And that goes for whatever we do.
Yeah, everything. In the music video for this is just absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's
Paul crushed it.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. It's an animation video, hand drawn, which is mind blowing. I don't even know how he can still move his fingers after that.
It was crazy too. So Paul took forever to make this music video. I mean, it took him almost like 8 months. The reason for it too was tendinitis, and he, while he was dealing with like career-ending levels of tendinitis, he was putting this music video together, and it was really like the only thing he was able to do. He couldn't take other work.
Joe Stradamus strikes again.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
I like interviewed him for a content piece, and to kind of see where he was at upon completing it. And in his case, he figured it out. He was able to get surgery and did a lot of work to get healthy. But yeah, he was dealing with like a real existential threat that was like just inches away from that being one of his last projects where he was, he's an artist.
Yeah, the irony. The irony.
A very talented one, someone who's done very well. And it's difficult when that stuff gets taken away because our bodies, they don't last forever.
No, they don't. That's why you got to live every day to the fullest. I always say this, there's only going to be one Sunday, August 11th, 2024, and you need to attack it with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. Shout out to Jim Harbaugh. Shout out to not the NCAA. I have Joe Hurtler live in studio. We're talking about The Last Ovation off his brand new album, Pursuit of Wonder, which was released August 4th, 2023. You can see him live this Thursday at Bank of Ann Arbor Sonic Lunch. This is the song we've been talking about. Oh my God. That is hilarious. You know what I have loaded up next? Not even Last Ovation.
Nice.
Yes, live radio reigns supreme. Oh my God. Hold on. I'm going to move this. Matthew. Well, Joe, that's the way it goes in this industry, right?
Hey, no worries.
Just when you think you know what's going on, you don't. All right.
Live.
We're live. We're back at it. I fixed the computer. That's why we do live radio, everyone. All right. Once again, this is Last Ovation by Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers.
Somebody asked Francois Sever what he thinks about when he can't sleep. He said, "I always fall asleep immediately." Somebody else tried hard to pry into his deepest feelings about danger, himself, his craft. "Why do you ask me these things?" he said. "I'm an athlete. I don't think about those things."
Is this the last ovation? Is your call cross the line? The time has come to take your leave, and the crowd began to rise. There was silence, despite the cacophony. You drained out your colors on the street. It was all a waste of time. I'm in it for the long haul. Oh, beautiful baby. I'm in this game for keeps.
think every man in the world is looking for that, is to make from his passion his business. That's what I've done. I had passion for motor racing, and it's my business. Cannot be more happy. Everything I do about motor racing, I enjoy it. Anything, because it is my passion.
You know I'm in it for the long haul. Oh, beautiful baby. You know I'm in this game for keeps. But maybe love is also knowing when you should let go. Just like a dream, a shed its leaves. Yeah, born, we fight together, we struggle together, we die together. Born, we fight together, we struggle together, we die together. Born, we fight together, we struggle together, we die together. Born, we fight together, we struggle together, we die.
That was The Last Ovation by Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers. Such a beautiful song. Absolutely love it. Off the brand new album, Pursuit of Wonder. You can see Joe live this Thursday at Bank of Ann Arbor Sonic Lunch with the Rebels Eve opening up at 11:30 a.m. Joe, you're the best, dude. I really appreciate you coming on my show.
Thanks,
it's
man.
Incredible.
You are the godfather of the Rainbow Seekers.
Well, thank you.
Looking at that Phoenix poster back there, that was like the look that got our career started, like 100%. Same with Sonic Lunch, too.
Well, just being mentioned, if you do a huge documentary years from now, I'd love to have a spot. And I really am the godfather of Rainbow Seekers.
That was. I'm going to do like a documentary at some point on the band. At least something to kind of set the lore straight. You know, just
yeah, of course.
Whenever, but
before your fans make 300 of them. Exactly. You got to make your documentary before someone else does. Trust me. Actually, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Make someone out there who's listening right now, make a documentary on Joe. Maybe we'll just use that.
That would save me a lot of time.
Yeah, let's do that. Thanks for coming on, brother. I appreciate it. I'll see you this Thursday at Bank of Ann Arbor Sonic Lunch. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to be hearing your biggest hit. It's arguable. Yeah, I could argue that, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, we wouldn't have a career without that song. But side note, Matt's at 9,998 followers. He's 2 away from 10K. So go retweet a bunch of his stuff to get him get him above 10K.
Ooh, that could be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We come back from this break. We're going to be hearing Old Love, one of my favorites from Joe Hurtler and the Rainbow Seekers. See him this Thursday at Bank of Ann Arbor Sonic Lunch.
With BECU, we don't feel like customers. We feel like business partners.
That's Nick, BECU business member and co-owner of Finney Ridge Painting.
BECU has helped us from setting up payroll services to financing. They provide a level of connection that other institutions aren't interested in.
Learn how BECU can help your business at becu.org/business membership. BECU, power in people. Get details on credit costs and terms at 800-704-8080. Federally insured by NCUA. Members pay for participation.
The doctor's office that accidentally mixed up your files has your social security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info. And the hotel that lost your reservation has your passport number. You need LifeLock because your personal info is in endless places that can expose you to identity thieves. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/aware. Terms apply.
If you're looking for the most epic place on Earth, let's start at the base of a massive waterfall. Then trek through the thick jungle. Then climb to the peak of a snowy mountaintop. Then once you get there, keep going. Because with intelligent 4x4 and 7 drive modes and a Nissan Pathfinder, the search is the real adventure.
Available feature. Intelligent 4x4 cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Spin your passion into a business with Shopify and break sales records with the world's best converting checkout. Let's hear that one more time. The world's best converting checkout. Shopify's legendary checkout makes it easier for customers to shop on your website, across social media, and everywhere in between. Now that's music to your ears. Any way you spin it, you can be a smash hit with Shopify. Start your $1 a month trial today at shopify.com/records.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Head to Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance and save up to 30% on select Tempur-Pedic clearance beds. Plus, get a $300 gift, all with free and fast delivery. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number or password.
Or you to become a victim.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year. Go to lifelock.com/aware.
Listen all week long for Made in Michigan artists like Theo Katzman.
You make Detroit feel so far away, and I've only known you a day. I haven't even known you a day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You like New York, but you lie like LA, and I've only known you a day. I haven't even known you a day.
Proud to support music made in Michigan on Ann Arbor's 107.1.
Finally, I found the one.
What? Tell me more. Who is it?
Solitaire Grand Harvest.
Solitaire Grand Harvest? The mobile card game?
Trust me, you're about to fall head over heels for this game.
Wow. So, can I have a go?
Get your own Solitaire Grand Harvest.
Download Solitaire Grand Harvest for free today, and you'll receive 10,000 free coins. Enter the App Store or Google Play, and let the grand excitement begin.
It's so worth it. Download now. It's free.
Whether you're a student, teacher, or parent, we could all use a little extra cash at the beginning of the school year. That's why we're giving 5 winners $1,000 to spend on any of your back-to-school needs. Head to our website now to enter this national contest for your chance to win the back-to-school shopping spree.
The idea of owning a home felt like a pipe dream.
That's BECU member Leandra talking about her home buying experience.
So we went to BECU where I met our mortgage advisor, Lauren, and she was like, this is what we're going to do. This is how you buy a home.
As a not-for-profit credit union, BECU helps members find the right home loan to meet their needs. Learn more at becu.org/home loans. BECU, power in people. Equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS ID 490518. Members were compensated for participation.
Locally made and played. TreeTown Sound on Ann Arbor's 107.1. WQKL, Ann Arbor's 1071, a Cumulus media station.